Okay, so we're going to bring up our next comic tonight. Very funny lady. She was actually the headliner here a couple weeks ago. She was the MC last night, did a very wonderful job at Cosmos. Let's give it up for Donna Ayers.
How about a big hand for Grant and all the comics we've seen tonight? Really? A size 52 teddy? That ain't it. It's lingerie. Here you go. Look at what I'm wearing. It's lingerie. It's lingerie. It's like a one-piece bodysuit with lace, but a size 52 teddy becomes a bear at that point. Ain't nothing cute about it. I like this. Downstairs on the TVs, this looks like an Al Jazeera broadcast. Where they're just like, I'll kill this white bitch right now. That's nice. And lesbian speed dating up here, that's basically all of my dates right there. And I did the same thing the pothead did. Damn it.
It's tricky.
And I'm sober. I'm just drinking mango water. That's sad. Yeah. I saw like in People magazine or something, Tanya Harding said that she's having trouble dating. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you trying to tell me you can't meet any nice guys in your anger management class? That is bullshit. I went to Catholic school. Anybody else go to Catholic school? Yay! Yay! One other really angry lesbian downstairs with me. And I think I'm probably the guiltiest person in this room. I went to Catholic high school, Southern Baptist College, and I worked at Jewish resorts. I am convinced I killed Kennedy. They're like, it happened 4 years before you were born. I'm like, I don't know. I snuck in there somehow. And in Catholic school, sex education was taught by a nun. Yeah. That's sort of like O.J. Simpson teaching a parenting class. But I bet those kids are the best behaved kids on the block, because when your dad cuts off your mom's head, you make curfew. I guarantee it. And so with all the money, like it was $8 grand a year to go to high school for me. With that kind of money, they could have gotten us a hooker. Or, you know, like a Protestant with herpes. There could have something in there. And you were talking about weddings in Arkansas. I'm from the Poconos, which is northern Appalachia. I have a cousin that married her uncle. I swear to God. If you walk into the church and it's leaning to one side, you have a family reunion. And then they had a kid. So you best mind Uncle Daddy. I don't ever want to hear that conversation. Right? And you try finding a card for that. Impossible. Well, Walmart. Yeah. You got three. You got the money card, you got the serious card, you got the funny card. All right there. And my family's really screwy. They're really rednecks, but they don't admit to being rednecks. Like my aunt believes that Jesus Christ lives in the light bulb on her porch. And then so to just screw around with her, I'll open up the fridge and look, Jesus is in the fridge. And close it back. And they tell this story about how one of the dogs was hit by a car, because we lived off a 2-lane highway. So the dog, dies, blah, 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 blah. But they believe that the dog has risen again and warns motorists along the side of the road. And I'm like, that's a Scooby-Doo episode. That's not true. You see a dead dog just appearing, I'm going to have a car accident. I'm ramming into the next tree I see. I have a shitty job. I wait tables. Anybody else have a bad job besides Grant wiping people? Right?
He likes it.
Yeah, well. He probably does. Grant and his foxy new haircut. That's what scares me about getting older. I'm almost 40. And for a lesbian, let's be honest, I am this close to a George Clooney haircut and a cane. So back to my lousy job. I'm waiting tables. I've been waiting tables for like 20 years. Because I went to college in Alabama. It worked out, though. I have a degree in hedonics. So now whenever I watch Springer, I know what they're saying. And that just looks like God's picked up the trailer park in Yahtzee. Nice job. Yeah, and so I wanted to get out of it, and I was excited. I was looking at classified ads, and I found the perfect ad for me right there. It said, assisted suicide. I was like, right on. Because after 20 years of waiting tables in Cherry Creek, I know who needs to die. And I went in for the interview, it was cool, and I'm like, I'm totally going to impress this manager. And I picked up my phone, dialed out, and I was like, why don't you just die? Why don't you just put your head in the fucking oven? And I threw my phone against the wall, and he's like, we don't cold call. My next call would have been to Celine Dion. Going to the light, Celine, baby. And it's like, I used to have these regular customers that would come in. She was blind and he was deaf, so between the two of them, they saw a show. And then for a little bit, I went in and I sold cars for a while, right? And for the whole sales, they're like, do you have any sales experience? And I'm like, well, in high school I dealt a little weed. And I aced it, and they have a form when you sell cars. There are 20 pages in a car sales application. And on one page, since 9/11, you have to ask, are you a terrorist? Yes or no. And I'm not saying if you say yes, I can't get you financed, because I can do some creative shit. I'm just saying I have to know. The government wants to know. Oh, immigration. Everybody was talking about immigration a while ago. And my mom's an immigrant. She's always talking about, she's like, I gotta get back to the old country. My mom smokes 4 packs of Benson & Hedges menthol a day. She has a voice that can peel paint off of a wall. And here's the really screwy thing about all that. I don't care. I will stand up here and it's being broadcast on Colfax. I'm gay, big deal. But I don't want anybody to know I'm a smoker, because people discriminate. Right? And I went to light a cigarette the other night. Amen. Yeah. So I go to light a cigarette, and I dropped the cigarette, and I wouldn't smoke it. So apparently I'm cool with cancer, but dirt? Oh no. Don't cross that line. So yeah, my mom, and so she smokes 4 packs of Benson & Hedges menthol a day. She sounds like Harvey Firestein with a head cold. And she's like, I gotta get back to the old country. I miss it so much. I'm like, you're from Toronto. You got into this country by climbing into a barrel and going over Niagara Falls. And my first job, because U.S. citizens are allowed to take 3 cartons of cigarettes across the border. My first job, I had to sneak cigarettes into Canada for my mom. And I swear, and you get caught at the border, and the immigration guy's like, aren't you a little young to be smoking Marlboro Reds? I'm like, Mama says I've got to smoke a filter till I get my first period. Put the smokes in the damn Snoopy bag, I'll be on my way. Thank you guys, enjoy the rest of the show. Rat, are you wiping someone?
Just myself.